making Islam, to be clear, but that MMA is full of, there's just something different about being a champion, defending against legit number one contenders, which Garry, whatever else you want to say about him, absolutely is that at welterweight, having much more difficulty with that than some of these other big stakes fights that we think are going to trip him up. I thought Jack Della Maddalena would have given him a tough fight, and it just wasn't that way at all. I guarantee you Garry gives him a much tougher fight in the end, in part, as you understand, Oscar, because Gary's defense is fucking legit. Like, yeah. I like this fight. I like what it means. I like a champion defending. It's the rightful number one contender. Like, that's the fight game too, and there's a lot of reason to believe that Garry can give him.
With UFC 330 getting closer, Arman Tsarukyan has shared his prediction for the upcoming title fight. He believes the defending welterweight champion will have the advantage over Ian Garry. Breaking down the matchup, Tsarukyan explained that
Ian does play that game of cat and mouse with that long reach that he has. Right? Is it enough to say that Ian's going to upset Islam? Boy, Islam's pretty special. I don't know that it is, but is it enough to make it interesting? It made it interesting when Ian took on Rakhmonov. Ian had a plan. And that fight wasn't boring. And that fight wasn't just about Rakhmonov chasing him down to try to...
Islam Makhachev's experience, overall skill set, and ability to perform in championship fights give him the edge heading into this contest. Alexander Volkanovski also gave his opinion and picked Islam Makhachev to come away with a victory. He pointed to Makhachev's well-rounded
grappling, wrestling, inter-grappling and control is elite. So he's got a real good understanding of mechanics, that awareness of where the body and weight is. Islam's going to be aware of, he's turning a build post on that arm and post on me. He's going to already be shutting that down, making it hard for you to get yourself to a position where you can build up, maybe get your knees under you or get your hips under you. He knows you need an elbow to turn over to get your hips and knees under you, right? He's going to know that. He's going to be steps ahead and not let you build up that way.
Game and his ability to control every phase of a fight as major reasons behind his prediction. Volkanovski highlighted Islam's timing, composure, and versatility as qualities that separate him from most opponents. Even though he expects a hard-fought contest, he believes Makhachev will do
I'm going to go with Ian Garry.
Yeah.
He's not Islam. If you fight the takedowns, don't let him get settled. You have the cardio to back yourself, and you can beat him in the striking. You give him different looks to make him hesitant to close that space, because he's a pressure fighter. He wants to pressure you. In order for him to do that, he has to be walking you down. If you make him pay for every space, for every step he takes, then he has a hard night. It's a long night for him. He's really good at it. He utilizes his kicks very, very well. I think he's
enough to defend his title successfully. Volkanovski went on to explain why Makhachev's grappling remains one of the toughest challenges in the sport. He praised Islam's control, positioning, and fight awareness, saying those qualities allow him to stay one step ahead of his...
And it's the worst thing that could happen for Islam is Ian just runs the whole time. So it's like, regardless. But if he gets taken down, it's not going to be the same situation as when Shavkat took him down. Ian did a good job of just like holding him, right? He's not going to be able to hold him like in his guard. The guy got like Islam. I think Islam's more of a threat on the ground than Shavkat was.
That would be a good choice. He's a massive MMA fan.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got to change his accent.
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of his thing.
His opponents. According to Volkanovski, once Makhachev secures a dominant position, it becomes extremely difficult for anyone to escape or stop his offense. Joe Rogan also shared his thoughts, describing Islam Makhachev as one of the most complete mixed martial artists competing today.
Ian Garry could beat Islam?
I actually do. I actually do think he has a very good chance at beating Islam. I remember watching... So what Islam does really, obviously does a bunch of things incredibly well. Like I slander him at any chance I get, but truly appreciate every ounce of technique he does. And one of his most beautiful takedowns is a single leg where a guy digs an underhook and he turns it into a clubbing takedown. And now Shavkat tried that exact move on Ian Garry, and Ian Garry countered it and ended up on Shavkat's back. So I think an open space takedown, Islam's go-to. Ian Garry does have a very good...
Praised Makhachev's ability to control opponents on the ground while also being highly effective during striking exchanges. Rogan believes this balance between wrestling and striking is what makes Islam such a difficult challenge for anyone at the highest level of MMA. Dustin Poirier believes
Islam just finish him in the first round, choke him out. The lose is gonna give him a lot of lessons, not to be overconfident, respect your opponent, and keep grinding.
Ian Garry has the ability to make this fight competitive, but only if he can interrupt Makhachev's preferred style of fighting. He explained that simply trying to avoid danger will not be enough against a champion of Islam's level. Poirier insisted that Garry cannot enter the fight with a defensive mindset. Instead, he must create meaningful offense and force.
Yeah. And his striking is dangerous as fuck. Well, of course you know.
Yeah.
Trained with him 100,000 times. But it's like that he's so fucking terrifying once he gets a hold of you. He submits everybody.
Really good.
I mean, it's kind of crazy though when you think about how strong Charles is.
Makhachev to react. Otherwise, Islam's constant pressure and control are likely to determine the outcome. While many analysts focus mainly on Makhachev's strengths, Chael Sonnen believes Ian Garry deserves much more attention in this matchup. He highlighted Garry's movement, range, and tactical approach as qualities that could create.
He's a special type of athlete, as we all know. He's one of those guys that are at the pinnacle of this sport here. I talk with Javier all the time, and Islam and those guys are always doing great. So they're in great hands. Javier is the one who builds champions. He's a master at what he does. So he's always with those guys. He's always with Islam. And so I know they're in great hands. They're getting exactly what they need as far as the fighting goes, the training goes, all that. So I see Islam just continuously doing what he's doing, and that's winning impressively. He's somebody who's mastered all aspects.
Difficult moments for the champion. Although Sonnen still considers Makhachev the favorite, he believes Garry has the skills needed to make this fight far more competitive than many people expect. Jon Jones also spoke highly of Islam Makhachev, calling him one of the greatest fighters in MMA history.
He is a talented fighter. He's got good hands. He's got great movement. And it's the one thing when you're looking at that he has. His ability to move in the cage and utilize his footwork, he can give people a lot of problems. Here's when you look at the whole thing, he's faster than Islam. He's got faster hands. He is a faster fighter. So that's an advantage that he has. Islam does not get the credit in his stand-up that he deserves. His stand-up is absolutely solid. He's got great kicks. His left kick up high is good. He'll bring it to the leg. And the real difference I see here, if you're going to look at it, Islam is going to be the shorter fighter, which is unusual for him because he's usually a little bit.
He praised the champion's dominance and remarkable talent, saying Makhachev is a special athlete whose success is the result of exceptional ability. Jones believes Islam's achievements are no surprise and is excited to see what he accomplishes in the future. Craig Jones, however, believes Ian Garry has a stronger chance than many people are.
Garry versus
Islam Makhachev
in Philadelphia. Yes. What are we thinking here?
Ian's going to get smoked by Islam.
Think it's easy like that?
Yes, I do. And luckily, Ilya lost, so they're not going to try to make that super fight, because if Ilya would have won, Islam would win. The division would be held up even longer than it's already been and going to be. I'm hoping that Islam does his thing, and if he's going to stay around, quick turnaround or retire. I've heard he only has a couple left, so we'll see what happens, but he's about
giving him credit for. In his opinion, this matchup is much closer than it appears on paper. He sees Garry as one of the few fighters capable of putting Makhachev into uncomfortable situations and says he would not be shocked if Garry managed to pull off a major upset. Adding his own analysis, Belal Muhammad discussed the challenges Garry could face if Islam Makhachev settles into his rhythm. He explained that although Garry's movement and defensive skills are valuable,
he gets into body lock positions, he sweeps the feet out, he picks up, he dumps. And when he does dump Machado Garry on the ground, and it will occur, he's going to have Gary's going to have a real hard time stopping the flow of what Makhachev does. Makhachev moves to good positions, and if he can do damage by punching, he does that. But as soon as Garry tries to explode out, Makhachev's going to catch him in a position where now he's starting to sink, and that's where Makhachev can get the submission on him. Because Garry he is not as good as Islam on the ground. He doesn't have any kind of, position where he can look and say, this is a good position for me on the ground.
No.
He's beaten everywhere there. So he's got to keep it on the feet to be successful in the fight, and that's going to be...
Dealing with Makhachev's wrestling and grappling could become the biggest obstacle and might completely change the direction of the fight. At the same time, Belal Muhammad also praised Garry for the qualities that make him a dangerous challenger. He believes many people underestimate Garry's intelligence, preparation, and ability to build a smart game plan. While acknowledging